fun game that we have. It is called Conducted Story. All right, everyone take a step forward. We're going to create a nice little fun story here right before your very eyes. All right, moving along. All right, so let's give these guys a fun relationship to work with. Something.
Parole officer.
Parole officer and parole. Okay,
Siamese twins.
we got parole officer.
Sure.
All right, you ready?
He's loud.
Okay. I have been out of jail for 14 years now. I went into jail after I stole a puppy from my mom. She made me get arrested and told me that I could never come back to my house again until I bought her a new puppy.
Unfortunately, they wouldn't let me buy a puppy. So what I wanted to do is I thought I could bribe my parole officer. And if he let me, then I could go down to the SPCA and rescue some sweet, poor little thing. So cute. But my parole officer's a hard ass.
He said, we don't let you adopt animals when you have 20 jailhouse tats on your arm. So what we're going to do is we're going to get you a ferret. Ferrets are coming back in style, and people in prison can have ferrets all day long.
The thing that they didn't tell me when I went to prison is that sometimes they hide their ferrets in unusual places. It's a little traumatizing, so I won't tell you. But I decided I would try and trick Mom by telling her the ferret was a Chihuahua. She didn't believe me.
But I said, Mom, we live in a country where people elect Republicans president. I mean, you could believe anything. and frankly, it got to the point where after 14 years of being out of prison, I wanted to go back into prison. They fed you, they were nice people to socialize with, a little violent, but hey, nobody's perfect, no place is perfect.
And I wanted to have a pet so bad that I decided to steal myself a monkey. Which was a little different than having a ferret, but you know, I thought, might as well try to go for the monkey. So I went down again to the SPCA and I was looking for a monkey. They don't have any monkeys in there. So I decided to go, try to find myself a monkey maybe in a forest or something like that. So I went walking in sapsucker woods. And I'm surprised, there's monkeys in there.
There were a ton of monkeys. Baboons, gorillas, all different kinds of monkeys. So when I was searching for my perfect forest monkey, I had to find the right one with the perfect size, the red buck one.
And there he was, Larry, the baboon that was a pet with Richard Gere and the gerbil. I thought to myself, wait a minute, he can almost talk. He understands what I'm saying. And I says, listen, here's a special treat from the piggery.
From that point on, Larry and I had a special personal connection. He rode with me everywhere. He slept with me. It was the best period of my life until the day he left. I didn't see it coming. Her name was Esmeralda. She was a chimpanzee.
Who somehow had gotten a job in a prison as a guard, and he wanted to go back into the prison with her as her baboon. And it left me feeling, empty inside. And I opened up my yellow pages and I looked under psychologists and social workers and psychiatrists in Ithaca, New York.
And so, unfortunately, all of the therapists in Ithaca are way overpriced for what I do. So what we did to make money was we said, hey, there's a lot of experimental stuff going on in prisons. Let's submit them for some genetic tests, yes. And that actually was the real story of the rise of the planet of the apes. So you thought it was that other stuff, but we got screwed out of all those hundreds of millions of dollars. The end.
To a game called Actor's Nightmare. Can I please have on stage Chris, Chris is going to be your actor today, and Lance will be your reader. Let me get someone to pick out a book out of these splendid books. Someone pick up a book.
Oh, pick a good one.
It's a good one.
Excellent choice.
Okay, so this one needs no explanation. So let's give them somewhere interesting. What? Oh. Let's put them somewhere interesting.
Tasmania.
Okay, Tasmania. Or Tasmania. This is actor's nightmare. Oh yeah, can somebody give me a number between 1 and 20?
11.
11. Page 11. He's reading lines from a play, and he's got to react to it. So hilarity will ensue.
I am Lance. I will be reading from Buckley, played by Simon Gray. I will be reading the part of Ben.
Ben, I can't believe that I found you. You know, when you left and went on your adventure, I thought I'd never see you again.
First of all, who proposed a list of contemporary novels, Burroughs, Genet, Roth, etc., be added to our syllabus?
I know, but you're the professor, so you should know what's on the syllabus. I'm just saying, I mean, is that why you wandered off?
And who opposed it?
Well, no one would. You're like the top professor at Cornell in Tasmanian studies. Who'd ever dare say anything against you?
Who won?
You, obviously. Except then you wandered off.
Oh yes, it passed unanimously, but I happen to know that one powerful person here, resented our victory and blamed you. Yes, you for it.
It was your TA. I was trying to get in close with you. He knew who was your favorite student.
Exactly, but this person was relying on you to oppose that book with every cellus in your body.
Yes, and he could use that against me to drive a wedge.
Think, child, think!
That's exactly.
Who had most to lose by that? List being passed, who is most affected?
Oh my God, you're right. It was your wife.
Exactly.
Your wife was jealous.
Precisely. Absolutely, fool! Traitor! Lackey! I wouldn't be caught dead reading those books. And you know it exhausts me to teach the books I haven't read. Why didn't you oppose me?
You're the professor. You wrote the books. You don't need to read them.
Haven't you heard of subtext? It's very fashionable now.
Is that what you meant when you said that I needed to read the books to get an A?
It's straight abuse. Can you take it?
I think we're gonna get along just fine down here in Tasmania. Would you be the perfect guide since you know everything about it?
Why? But you're not ready so soon.
You ran away from me. You're the one who just wandered away. I'd be heartbroken.
Why not? Language difficulties. I reserved a table at Bianchi's. I was going to take us out.
You have a franchise of Bianchi's in Tasmania?